Okay, let's get into your reading, Scorpio. Okay, whatever was done to you was so unfair. It was sick. It was twisted. This person is absolutely horrible for how you've been treated, okay? Now, I've picked up on that in the readings recently, okay? Within the last couple of weeks. But this person is like very emotional over it. I feel like they're crying about it. Whatever was done to you was so unfair. It was sick. It was twisted, okay? That's how they're feeling about it. And they're feeling really guilty now. I feel like this person is trying to live with the guilt of what's been done to you, okay? Anyway, just take what resonates. Leave the rest behind. And thank you so much, everyone, for all of your support. I'm sorry, you guys. The sadness and the regret from this person is just sick. They want to come in and apologize, but they don't think that an apology is going to be enough. I mean, what did people like torture you? And honestly, they're right about the apology. And that's exactly what's paralyzing them. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, and you could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Queen of Cups energy. You've been nothing but loving. You've been so loving to everyone. Loving, nurturing, giving, caring. And the Queen of Cups sits on a throne at the edge of the water, okay, holding a covered cup. The only queen in the deck whose cup has a lid on it. And that detail matters here because it means her feelings were held carefully, contained, not spilled everywhere for people to walk through. That's you, okay? You felt everything and you still handled everyone else gently while you were feeling it. And your softness was never the flaw in this story. It was the thing they took advantage of. And those are two completely different things. The Ten of Pentacles. You could have a lot of money here. Ten of Pentacles. You could have received like a windfall of money recently, or you and this person, this King of Cups to the Queen of Cups, you guys could have been married and you just gotten a divorce from this person. Or maybe recently you've gotten divorced from this person. They're a mess. I feel like they know that they didn't treat you right at all. And the Ten of Pentacles shows a whole family under an archway, okay? An old man with dogs at his feet, generations standing together, the card of legacy, of something built to actually last. So whatever they tried to take from you, it did not stop this from arriving. Justice reversed. There's some unfairness here with justice in reverse, okay? You could have received a lot of money from a court case as well, and justice reversed is the scales tipped wrong, okay? A verdict that didn't match the truth. Somebody carrying blame that was never theirs to carry. And that's the whole shape of this reading. The wrong person was made to pay. Yeah, but you're moving on. You're moving on. I'm getting all of a sudden that this person is amazed that you were able to bounce back, okay, from everything that you've been through. And if you have a lot of success and a lot of abundance here, that's this, right? You flippin' deserve it. That's kind of how they're seeing it, that you deserve this. And I want you to actually take that in because the person who hurt you looking at your life now and thinking you earned every bit of it, that's its own kind of vindication. Yeah, look, you were betrayed so bad. There's somebody who's extremely emotional. They're thinking back on how you've been treated. And also when they think back about you and the situation that you were put through, not only are they remembering how badly you were sabotaged here, but they're remembering how loving and kind and giving you were. It's making this person, like, I feel like I want to cry because they realize they've treated you so bad. You know, they're showing me those, they have them on TikTok and stuff. They show you, you know, when animals get rescued, right? And they show you the abuse that they've been put through. And they show you the injuries that they have. And they show you those, I mean, it's like gut-wrenching pictures if you have a love for animals. I know I do. And a lot of them I cry about, right? This person, as they think back on how you've been treated, they're crying. They're crying at the abuse that you had to endure. I don't know, maybe this person is just like very sensitive. Okay. King of Cups energy. This is someone sensitive, possibly emotional, even though they never like to show it. They don't want to show that emotion, and they're keeping it all inside or trying to. And the King of Cups sits on a throne floating on rough water, okay? Perfectly composed, completely still, while the sea underneath him is churning. That's the whole card. Calm face, chaos underneath. But I feel like the guilt and the memories, something about the look on your face, maybe they're remembering the look on your face when you realized just how deeply you were betrayed, or when you got really hurt here. They can't get these things out of their head, okay? And that's the detail that tells me this guilt is real. Because guilt that's performed stays general. Guilt that's real gets stuck on one specific image, one moment, one expression it can't stop replaying. Okay, there could have been other people in the background that were slandering your name or trying to get in between other connections for you, just trying to sabotage your happiness, and this person was one of them. Maybe they were the ones who did all of this to you. Now, this person wants to change their ways. They can't take thinking about it anymore. Like they literally can't live with this guilt. The guilt is so heavy as to what's been done to you, and you've persevered. Not only did you persevere through it, but now you're coming out on top. Like, on one hand, they're happy for you, and they're proud of you. They admire you for your strength, okay? But on the other hand, boy, do they feel horrible for how they've treated you or how you've been treated. They keep thinking of how unfair everything was for you, okay? And there's a strange grief inside watching somebody you damaged succeed without you. Because every good thing that happens to you now, they experience twice. Once as pride, and once is proof of what they threw away. And here's another figure. Okay, I feel like there's another person involved in this situation, somebody who may be younger than you, somebody who just does whatever they want. They don't seem to care about what they're doing. There is a lot of gossip about you here. Somebody who may be holding some kind of grudge. They don't really care what they say about you. Yeah, look, whoever's talking about you and gossiping about you, that's about to come to an end. I'm kind of getting the feeling like this person that feels horrible for how you were treated, they're defending you now. I'm feeling like they're defending you and they're bringing down whoever this is that's holding a grudge. Like it's over. Okay. And I want to say plainly what that ending actually looks like, okay? Because I'm not going to wish harm on anybody, and I don't need to. What's coming is exposure, okay? The story falling apart in public, the people who repeated it realizing they were handed a lie and turning around to look at whoever handed it to them, the circle that felt so solid when it was pointed at you, cracking, because a group built on a shared target never survives losing the target. So your enemies in the background, whoever's been trash talking you, spreading gossip about you, that season is ending, and it's ending badly for them. And honestly, that's worse for them than anything you could have wished on them. Because it takes the one thing they were protecting, which was how they looked. I feel like this person, nothing's happening with them quite yet because they feel a lot of remorse, because they know you deserve justice, okay? They're going to be witnessing a lot of your haters being brought down as well. You may find out about this maybe through social media. This person too, they could be a bit fearful if they were wronging you and they're watching your enemies being taken down. They could be worried that they're next. Something like that they're going to get their karma next. The Three of Swords. Yeah, look at this regret. This is a lot of sadness, sorrow, regret, remorse, feeling a lot of guilt. And the Three of Swords shows a single heart with 3 blades driven through it. Okay, rain and gray cloud behind it, no figure, no story, just the wound itself. I'm telling you, this is somebody who could have put you in a third party. I'm just hearing somebody say, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. And that line is true, and it's not an excuse at the same time, okay? Because people rarely plan the whole thing out. They take one small dishonest step to protect themselves, and then another one to protect that one. And by the time they look up, somebody innocent is carrying all of it. They may be wondering when their karma is going to hit. Anybody who is gossiping about you, okay, this person from your past, they could have been juggling you with someone else. Look, anything that anybody was doing to you behind the scenes, sending you bad energy, talking smack about you, anything like that, I feel like it's coming back on them. And I also feel like this person, this King of Cups, is going to be defending you here. They're going to be defending you against anybody who's trash talking you because they realize you've been put through too much. And it was unprovoked. I feel like you have this innocent energy here with this Queen of Cups. You gave nothing but love to other people. Yeah, this person feels so horrible. I feel like everything's just been taken too far here, okay? I feel like people wanted to put the blame on you for things. They wanted to put all the burdens of a heartbreaking situation on you. They kept dragging your name through the mud. They kept slandering your reputation. They just kept sending you bad energy. Like I feel like you had haters that were constantly working behind the scenes to stop you, okay? Now they're paying the price for all of that. And this one person here, it's a masculine, I feel, this King of Cups. They're defending you. They're stopping the trash talk. Like they can't stand it anymore. They can't stand the gossip about you anymore. They know what's been done to you is so freaking wrong. Okay, like for real. It was so wrong. They are in so much regret. Yeah, and I feel like here you are, tough as nails for everything that you've been through. You're coming out from that struggle, okay, that dark time, like brilliantly here. Look at you. You're becoming very abundant, very successful. You've transformed your life. You're healthy. You're feeling really good, collective, okay? You could be a Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe Taurus, Aries. None of these people can stop you from growing and becoming a success. They can't stop your glow up. They can't stop you from healing and transforming. They can't stop you. You're on a divine path. I feel you're on a path that spirit has led you to. See that bird on your hand there? That's you talking to spirit. So I feel like you had God with you the whole time you were healing. And the divine, they're the ones who have put you on this path to success. And I want that to land properly, okay? Because when everybody turned away from you, you didn't actually end up alone. You ended up alone with God. And that is a completely different thing. This person, I'm telling you, they are an emotional wreck about this. And they can't stand the gossip anymore. They can't stand that everybody's sending you bad energy. It's like the situation has gotten out of control. Out of control. People continue to try to attack an innocent person here, someone who is extremely loving, and they just continue they want to see you down. They want to see you fail. Some of these haters may want to see you unhealthy. Okay, maybe they want to see you, just failing in life. I don't know. Yeah, there's like some spell work being done, but I'm telling you, there's somebody who's going to be defending you, okay? This King of Cups is going to defend you, and they may want to come in and apologize to you, even though they know that the apology is small and crappy compared to everything that's been done to you. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, everybody in the community tried to bring you down. Yeah, I feel like this person could have been like the one who started it all, okay? The one who started all of these attacks on you. The one who started the blaming you for things. The one who kept their feelings hidden for you and allowed other people to tear you apart behind the scenes. This person is now standing up for you because the amount of guilt they feel is sick. Okay, they want it stopped. The moon. Yeah, you were the holy blessing in love. But I feel like, see, this is illusions. I feel like they put up some kind of illusion that you were, I don't know, that you were a bad person, or that you did something wrong here, or that I don't know. I don't know what they did. It feels like you were nothing but loving. You were a blessing in this person's life, okay? Then I feel like they left you behind and they put all the blame on you, and they had everyone, a whole community of people under some kind of illusion that things were your fault. And they started this mess. They started this mess. And the moon shows a path running between two towers, okay? A dog and a wolf howling, a crayfish crawling out of the water, and everything half lit. Nothing showing its true shape. That's what was done to your name. Not a lie exactly, a distortion, just enough truth bent at the right angle that people thought they were seeing clearly. They feel so horrible because now it's escalated into nothing but gossip, nothing but slander on your name and reputation. All of this spell work, constant spell work, people getting together to laugh at you, ridicule you, trash talk you. They took such a good person with such a huge heart, and they allowed everybody to trample over it and attack you. They allowed it to happen. And that's one of the reasons why this person feels so guilt-ridden over this, okay? And it wasn't only what they said, it was the silence. Every time somebody repeated it in front of them and they didn't correct it, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, heavy on Pisces, maybe a Virgo here, maybe Aries. The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so they're going to defend you. I feel like this person is defending you, trying to stop the gossip. What they really need to do is tell the truth. You know, I feel like they're trying to stop the gossip without admitting that they were at fault here. Like they're afraid that all these people are going to start to attack them, okay? But they need to be honest. Otherwise, this isn't going to end. It's just going to continue to escalate, and it's already gone too far. Yeah, they need to tell people that you were innocent. They need to tell people you were innocent. This person needs to tell the truth, and they need to claim that responsibility of this issue. And that's why the Two of Pentacles is out here, I feel, because they just don't know what to do. They don't know how to make it stop without accepting responsibility for what happened, which is going to turn all of these haters on them, okay? They don't want that to happen, but Spirit is like, it's time you vindicate the collective's name. You tell the truth. You do the right thing, and you bring justice to an unfair situation. You bring vindication. See that V? You bring vindication to an innocent person. You bring honor to the collective. Like, Spirit is getting mad here. Okay, big mad at what's being done to you because the sabotage doesn't stop. The attacks, they don't stop. The gossip and the slander, it never stops. It's only getting worse. And Spirit is like, it is time to fess up about the collective's innocence in this and take accountability. Yeah, they're telling this person that. Oh my gosh. And this masculine, they can feel it, but they're too afraid to tell the full truth because they don't want to get attacked the way they've allowed others to attack you. This is driving this person crazy. They live with this guilt. Well, you know, that's karma, okay? If they did all of this and they let this go on for too long, they should feel guilty. Yeah, Spirit is like, you vindicate the collective. You vindicate the star. This is our special one. Oh man. So they're being called right now to tell the truth. They're being called to defend you. They're being called to expose themselves as the one who's at fault here. Yeah, and they know it. They know it. Oh, they're getting the message loud and clear, but I feel like this person's too scared because they know that they're going to be the ones who are attacked next by this group, okay? I feel like this group of people thinks it's fun to continue to do this to you behind the scenes, okay? And this masculine, they know it. They know that it's like a hobby for them now. And boy, I'm telling you, if they admit the truth to this, they're going to be the next target. They don't want that to happen. But Spirit is like, look, you will vindicate the anointed ones. You will vindicate the star. It is time for you to tell the truth, pal. That's what Spirit is saying. Otherwise, these spiritual attacks, look, and this is what they're thinking, right? These spiritual attacks, these people are going to go from attacking you to attacking them. They know it. And there's these Three of Swords, and there's these Three of Swords like looming, okay, over this person. They know they're pretty much doomed if they speak the truth, but I feel like this person doesn't have a choice, okay? In order to make these attacks stop on an innocent person, they have to take accountability, and they cannot keep walking around with this guilt anymore. It's literally eating them alive. They could be suffering from some kind of illness. This person could have a hurt back. I don't know. I feel like they may have some back trouble right now from carrying the burdens of this. That's what it feels like. This is a heavy burden for this person to carry. They could be getting some headaches as well. This could very well be your twin flame counterpart. Yeah, and I feel like they missed out on an opportunity here. At a blessing, this person knows that you were a blessing sent. You were heaven sent. Heaven sent. Not just into this person's life, but I feel like the people who are attacking you, you gave these people love too in the past. They could be ex-friends, ex-family members. Okay, you were a blessing in all of their lives. And what was done to you was disgusting and pathetic. I'm telling you, this reading is making me angry, okay? It's making me angry. And this person, I feel like it's their fault. I feel like they started these attacks on you. They rallied people to go against you so that just to save their own skin, to save their own reputation, they needed somebody to blame. They needed a scapegoat. And now everybody is taking it way too far and they don't stop doing it. The Ace of Swords, this person, they're being told, you will bring justice to the situation, justice and fairness to the collective. You need to take accountability. That's what Spirit is telling this person. They're getting ready. They're getting ready to speak the truth. See how they're tapping on this blade here? That's the Ace of Swords. So they know they need to speak the truth, okay? And they know they're going to be the next target for all of these attacks. And oh well, that's what Spirit is saying. Oh well, you need to take accountability. And the Ace of Swords is a single blade rising out of a cloud, okay? Crown at the tip, cutting straight upward, nothing decorative about it. One clean cut, one sentence of truth, undoing a story it took a whole community to build. And look, on the bottom of the deck, ooh, oh, that came out really fast. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's time. Yeah, Spirit is guiding this person to talk to a community of people. Okay, sorry, this is too many cards. To talk to a community of people. It's time to tell the community the truth. It's time to tell these people they were attacking the wrong person. And meanwhile, you're like, when will it end? When will these people leave me alone? I haven't done anything wrong to them. That's how you feel. When are they going to flipping leave me alone already? When are they going to get off my back? You're trying to leave peacefully. You've released these people, and you could have had love for them at one point. You've released them. You've kept silent. You've been patient. You've been waiting for your name to be vindicated. You've been waiting for some fairness here. You're moving on peacefully. You're not doing anything to these people. Man, Spirit is like, it is time, bro. You gotta clear the name of the collective. Now, I'm sorry, I'm feeling so frustrated with this. I feel like that's how Spirit is feeling. Spirit's getting mad, big mad that this is still going on. And this person is still too afraid to tell the truth. Oh my gosh. And I want to acknowledge how hard your part in this has been. Okay? Because staying quiet while people talk about you is one of the hardest things a person can do. Every day you didn't defend yourself. You were choosing your peace over your reputation. And nobody clapped for that. But it was the right call, because the truth was never going to come from you. A defense from the accused always sounds like a defense, and a confession from the guilty sounds like the end of the story. I'm telling you, and you have been so chill, just meditating, getting closer and closer to God, right? Maybe praying for divine intervention, praying for protection, praying for these people to just stop already with their hate. Spirit is like, we heard you. It's coming. And I want you to sit with that, okay? Because you prayed in private with no evidence that anything was listening. And this reading is the answer arriving out loud, card after card. These people all treated you like a misfit. They treated you like you weren't worthy of anything. They treated you like you were nothing, okay? They left you feeling abandoned, orphaned. They could have treated you like a black sheep. They could have tried to turn you into a joke in the community, okay? I feel like with this situation, this one situation, you have lost. I feel like the people that were close to you, right? Your friends, your family members. You felt very alienated here. I feel like everybody turned their back on you. They turned on you, and you've been feeling alone. Like not one of these people from your past has the guts to take a stand for you. Not one. Not one. Guess what that means? None of them are worthy of you in the first place. A location change. Yeah, Spirit is bringing you possibly to a new location, getting you out of that community altogether. Okay? I feel like they've had chances to make this right, or at least stop the attacks. They haven't. I'm seeing a house move for you, you moving on your own, okay? By yourself. Maybe even it feels like secretive. So I feel like if you have some kind of location change coming up, you need to keep it hidden. You need to move in silence. Spirit is with you. The divine is like, you don't need those other people. I'm here. You've got me. That's what God says. You've got me protecting you. You see, you're the little owl. Yep. So Spirit is like, look, we're going to move you out of this community, okay? Start packing boxes. Start cleaning up. Get rid of clutter. Get rid of whatever no longer resonates with you. I feel like you've got a location change coming because this just doesn't get better. And if this person doesn't tell the truth and clear your name, it's not going to get better. It's going to keep escalating. And Spirit's like, we're sick of this. I'm also feeling a whole community, including this masculine here, getting a lot of karma. One of the reasons they could be moving you away, okay, is I'm seeing a whole community just absolutely collapsing, just being hit with karma, the story coming apart, the group turning on itself, the reputations they were protecting falling apart in front of the exact people they were performing for. And spirit wants you out of there, okay? You don't deserve to even be anywhere near the karma that they're going to get for hurting someone who is innocent for this long. Okay, so I feel like spirit has been giving you messages to pack up. Start packing. Okay, I feel like they're moving you to someplace completely new, okay? Getting you out of the situation because the one who was supposed to defend you and tell the truth and take accountability, they're too afraid to do it. They want to try to save their own skin. They're going to be living with their guilt and they're going to be hit with karma, as will this whole group of haters. I'm telling you, as sure as I'm sitting here, okay, and you're being protected by the divine. All right. Sorry, I got really mad at that one. And before the final message, I want to leave a few things to actually hold on to. Okay? The first, you were innocent, loves. And this reading said it out loud without you having to argue for it. You never had to prove that, okay? You only had to survive people acting like you did. The second, the guilt on their side is real, and it is not your job to relieve it. If the apology comes, you can receive it or not receive it, but you are not required to make it easier for them to give. And if it never comes, that changes nothing about what was true. The third, your name being cleared, is coming. And it isn't coming from you defending yourself. It's coming from the truth surfacing on its own, okay? Which is the only version that people actually believe. So keep doing exactly what you've been doing, which is living well, quietly, and letting the record correct itself. And I want to answer one more thing, okay? Why this reached you now with this much specific detail? Because you were starting to wonder whether anybody would ever say it plainly, whether the truth of this was just going to sit there forever unspoken. And it isn't, okay, I don't pull justice reversed, the moon, the 3 of swords, the ace of swords, and a message about a community being told the truth, all in one reading by accident. And I want to speak to the small doubting part of you for a second, okay? The one quietly asking whether maybe you did do something to deserve some of it. You didn't. That question was installed in you by people who needed you to keep asking it. This is already clear, okay? The Queen of Cups confirmed your innocence and how much love you gave. The 10 of Pentacles in justice reversed confirmed abundance arriving alongside a wrong that was never righted. The King of Cups confirmed real guilt, real regret, and somebody who now knows exactly what they did. The Moon confirmed the illusion they built around your name, and the 3 of Swords confirmed it's looming over them now, not over you. And the Ace of Swords confirmed the truth is going to be spoken. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay? Slowly, so it actually settles. You were innocent. You gave love to every single person in this story, including the ones who turned on you. Somebody built a lie to save their own skin, and a whole community stood on top of it. And you carried the weight of all of it alone. And the one who built it is now sitting in a guilt they cannot put down, being told plainly to speak, and running out of room to keep not speaking. The story is coming apart, okay? And you are being moved somewhere it can't follow you. One message. They made the whole world call you guilty. Heaven never once agreed. If this resonated, loves, let me know what hit hardest. I genuinely read every comment, okay? Even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it too. Like this reading, and make sure that you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Wherever you're watching this from, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You spent a long time being the only person in the room who knew the truth, and that is an exhausting place to stand, and you didn't get bitter in it, and you didn't turn into them. And that is the whole reason your name is worth honoring. Anybody can stay good when they're being treated well, okay? You stayed good while being torn apart. And there is nothing common about that. So carry that forward into the new place, into the new people, into whatever comes next. You were never the one who needed to change. You were simply the one who was outnumbered. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.